guys, welcome to my new series called Momstein Talkies. In this series, I will be interviewing a new mother in every episode and we talk about their specific struggles after childbirth. Today's topic is too many cooks spoil the broth. मतलब जब ज्यादा लोग आके आपको हेल्प करते हैं कभी कभी ज्यादा नुकसान होता है हेल्प होने से. Joining me today is Amrita of Erratic Life. You know her for her amazing sense of humor. Guys, please welcome Amrita.
Hey Farah, thank you for having me.
So Amrita is the typical case of too many cooks spoil the broth. And she felt she had too much intervention by her doctor as well as by her relatives. So Amrita, tell us कि आपको ऐसा क्यों लगा कि डॉक्टर्स के हाथों आप थोड़ा सफर किए हैं?
ना कुक्स कहाँ, मास्टर शेफ्स थे सारे के सारे. The first master chef came when I entered her cabin and said, "Boss, I skipped a date. I think I'm pregnant." She looks at me, one tick tuck tuck. She says, "You're too obese to conceive right now. Please go home. It is a mistake." I said, "What? You are body shaming me for that?" And I had conceived with Ira at that point. The second master chef happened when Ira was born. She was cranky for a few days for some reason, and I went to this doctor, and this doctor, without any tests, diagnosed her to be allergic to breast milk. And so she prescribed soya milk for her. And I was like, fine, I don't mind not smelling like dairy all the time. But that wasn't the solution, obviously.
Oh God, that sounds awful, dear. And moving on, we are going to be talking about this topic called maternal figures. Now, the reason why we use this term is because we're going to be talking about mom-in-law, dadi saas, nani saas, chachi, bua, masi, whoever. The person who comes to help you after delivery. वो आपसे कोई बड़ा होता है, कोई experienced होता है, but sometimes जब ज्यादा लोग आ जाते हैं तो कभी कभी प्रॉब्लम्स होते हैं. एंड टू मेंटेन रिस्पेक्ट ऑफ आवर एल्डर्स एज वेल एज प्राइवेसी ऑफ आवर स्पीकर्स वी आर गोइंग टू बी एड्रेसिंग देम एज maternal figures. So Amrita, tell us, how did you feel you had a disadvantage because of too many maternal figures helping you out?
Yeah, struggles with these maternal figures gets challenging because they all mean well, but हर एक का फंडा अलग अलग होता है. Like there is breastfeeding versus top feed, there is घर के कपड़े पहनाओ बच्चे को against आजकल मार्केट में हुजरी इतनी अच्छी आती है, कॉटन इतना अच्छा है, why पुराने कपड़े क्यों पहना है, this that, हम गरीब हैं क्या, all kinds of struggles, all kinds of labels. It's exhausting.
So if you are expecting and you think you're going to call your mother and mother-in-law or like a couple of people, please do reconsider. काफी बार ऐसा होता है कि आपकी माँ की कुछ और सोच है, आपकी सास की कुछ और सोच है, एंड बीच में आप सफर करोगे because you'll be getting too much advice. Amrita told me this very interesting thing about breastfeeding in public. Breastfeeding in public should not be allowed. Wait, hear us out. We have a point over here.
Oh, I have no problems with breastfeeding in public. My problem starts when I have assumed a position in my personal space and public enters said space without my permission. Because they sit there like some Sapat Parivar Mahacharcha, they will start telling you, giving you comments and judging, like Dance India Dance ke judges. Why don't you change your breast now? Why don't you put your leg there now? Why haven't you tried this cushion now? एक master chef तो वहाँ पे भी निकल आया. Why don't you stir Mari biscuit in water and give it to her now? I'm like, who the hell are you and why are you here? Please leave.
I also felt that actually. I felt this when many people came to visit me and they wouldn't like leave the room when I would start breastfeeding. And I want to experiment. I want to figure things out. And every time I try to move, they're like, ऐसे क्यों कर रहे हो? इतना कुछ difficult नहीं है. अरे हम तो यूं पिलाते थे 10 मिनट में ये साइड खत्म, 10 मिनट में वो साइड खत्म. And in fact, they've forgotten कि न्यूबॉर्न बच्चे को थोड़ा ज्यादा टाइम लगता है. मे बी उनके बच्चे को नहीं लगा था, but मेरे बच्चे को लगता है. It takes 40 minutes for them to finish one side sometimes. And that's okay too. And when you have so many people judging you, kind of hampers your breastfeeding journey. So if you are a person, अगर आप ये देख रहे हैं, so please next time you see a breastfeeding mother, take her permission, or best just leave the room unless she tells you, no, please stay with me. I want to talk to you. Thank you so much, Amrita, for opening up and sharing your story with us. It was lovely having you here.
Wait, Farah, before we sign off, Ira wants to say something.
Mom, if you had this book before you had me, wouldn't that be great?
That would have been amazing. Yes, that would have been amazing. It is Newborns and Newborns by our very own doc, Farah. How I wish she was one of the master chefs I met when I was pregnant or I had my newborn. Because when the new child comes in, everybody goes खानदान का चिराग all over the place. But मम्मी का ख्याल कोई नहीं रखता, ये रखेगा. So pick it up right now, and if you're an experienced mom like me, pick it up for some laughs. At least you will get some validation for all the struggles you've been through, and it's worth it.
So that's all for today from Momstein Talkies. Do let me know in the comments what you think and what you went through because of too many maternal figures or doctor intervention. I'm sure our listeners will connect with your story too.